Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple, stock is down 0.86%, so Apple again getting under 220, and you can see we got this bounce back up over 220, but it's under 50-day and white line 20-day moving average, which is setting at 223. So there will be resistance at 223. Over that, Apple can move up to 226. Under 223, Apple takes out 220, this critical support. The next stop down here at 212 and then 207. On Microsoft, it's absolutely flat on the day, but you can see bar to bar, we actually made a new low today, getting under this candle, and that is not bullish technically. So Microsoft here, unless we go over 413, is looking extremely bearish for a move down to 400 and possibly much lower from there, maybe even retest this low down here near 385. Now, if this thing can break and hold 413, then watch out for a move up to right here 416 and over that 420 until we get over these moving averages, 20-day, 5-day, and 13-day moving averages. It's not bullish, and you're not going to see any significant upside on Microsoft. On Tesla stock, it's up over 4%. So yes, the video came out 2 days ago. Tesla explosion, and finally it happened today. I mean, up over 4% all the way up to 222. Got a bit of a rejection from this 50-day moving average, pulled back, and now sitting at 219. So over 222, you're going to see a move up to 228 and possibly up to even 240. Under 222, this could be also a lower high, and if this thing cannot break, then watch out for the support down here, 214 and then 212. Under that, we also have 5-day or 20-day moving average right here, this white line at 210, and then this thing can come down even more, possibly down to even 200. So right now it's looking good, breaking out of this bull flag and pretty much hitting 50-day moving average. All we have to do here on Tesla, break over this red line, 50-day moving average, and then this thing heading higher easily up to 228 and possibly even up to this gap at some point, 245.63. But for that, we might need some sort of a catalyst for the market, or maybe even for Tesla, something that comes out in near future. We could see that move on Tesla. Until then, guys, as long as Tesla can trade over 212, remain bullish on it. On Amazon, stock is down 1.66%. So Amazon again getting down to 173 this morning, going back up to almost 176, getting a rejection. So this was a nice day trading setup. Buy at 173 and sell right here at the resistance, and then came back and holding 173 as a support into closing. So 173 gives up. Definitely you'll see Amazon coming down to 167, 163, and then 160. Over 173, it needs to actually break this resistance right here, 176, and then you're going to see Amazon going up to 180. That's going to be the big resistance to break whenever we get there here on Amazon, 180. On Google, stock is down 0.5%. So Google getting extremely oversold, hitting lower Bollinger Band and not even getting any sort of bounce here on Google. So Google, I think in near future, the range is like 155 to 158. It's going to stay there. But if this thing gets a bounce, we definitely have a gap on top, and this could be a nice setup. Not to go long, but play this gap to the upside, at least up to 162. Even if we're actually going back up to retest the bottom of this bear flag, we can possibly go up to 162 to 163 to close this gap, and that would be a nice opportunity buying at this lower Bollinger Band. Now, if this thing gets under this low 155, in that case, there will be more downside down to 148. So carefully, you can trade this to the upside, but the trend is down and it's not looking bullish here on Google. On AMD, it's up almost 3%. So we got AMD going up, but what we got here as a candle? Well, inside day, inside doji here. And yes, it's green on the day, but you can see, I mean, there was a lot of sell pressure from this 5-day moving average. And also, there was some buying at 138 in the morning. So now it's trading at 140, depending on where things go. And that's going to depend on this candle, this bearish engulfing candle. We can clear top of this candle, 146. It's heading higher. We take out bottom of this candle, bottom of this flag, which is near 136. And if that happens, the next stop 129, 125, 122 on AMD. So, you got to play this really carefully. If this thing breaks out to the upside like Tesla did, you can play it to the upside. But until this thing breaks out, just consolidating with this doji, there is no play on AMD. You have to wait for that. Netflix going up 0.65% and holding over rising 20-day moving average pretty much here at 672. So that's going to be your line in the sand for tomorrow, 672. Under that, 664 and then 659. Netflix flushes under 659, you will see a drop down to 630. Now, if there is a bounce, there will be resistance at 680, 688.52, and over that, 700 on Netflix. On Nvidia, stock is down 1.66%. So for the bulls, I want to tell you guys something on Nvidia. Whenever you see a big run on a stock, and it's been running for what, almost 2 years since 2022 bear market. So how much are people actually expecting this thing to run and just go and go, like over and over, just hitting all-time highs and just going above and beyond and just putting a lot of money in your pocket? That's just not how things work. And that is technically not a bad thing, because when the stocks like Nvidia, the big names, Apple, Microsoft, they come down, they can make people like us, retail traders, investors, I don't know about billions, but at least millions of dollars, right? Depending on, how much money you got and how much you can buy. But if you're buying and chasing at all-time highs, you're not going to make millions. You're going to lose thousands of dollars and maybe even millions of dollars, right? So, from that point of view, that is actually a great opportunity. Now, why I'm saying all that? Because the run on Nvidia stock and beating all these earnings and all that pump from the CEO might be over. And why? Because look at today's candle. What happened here? What the heck just happened? I mean, look at this candle. Is this a bullish candle? You think this is bullish? Absolutely not. Bar to bar, we actually made a lower low. And now, I mean, you can call this a lower high, whatever you want to call it here on daily or weekly time frame. It is a lower high. It's only about time we take out this low and we come back and fill this gap right here at 68 bucks. That can happen, guys. Nvidia, even right now, is trading over $1,000 a piece, right? Right now it's 106, but before the split, it's still what was it? Like 1,400, 1,500, and now it's trading still over $1,000. So I think there is a lot more downside on Nvidia stock, even though I'm buying a little bit, but I'm not gonna go and buy thousands of shares because it's here. But what happened today, when this thing actually got that relief bounce, it was getting oversold on shorter time frame. We saw even Nasdaq going up and turning green. Everything is fine. Nvidia is rallying and everything coming back up. What happened at the end? You can see this candle. There is a lot of sell pressure at the end. Sold off, and we did not hold this critical level of 107. That is the most bearish thing here on Nvidia stock. This candle not holding 107 and a lot of sell pressure at the end. So Nvidia might be done for a long time, and we might go down on a big downtrend on Nvidia stock, starting with that rate cut, which is coming this month, guys. If things are really going to happen, rate cuts, recession, then what? This thing can go down. We have so many unfinished business down here. At least this one here, this gap. And I think this would be a fair value to buy Nvidia around 68. Especially, I'm not talking about swing trade or even holding overnight and selling next day. No, that is not what I'm saying. But going long term, I mean, you're pretty much getting a what, like half off I would take it any day. But even at this level, I think it's still overextended, way high up there. Pre-split was, what was it, 1,000 plus. So this is not an ideal area to go long, but wait, you can slowly buy into it. Let me just put it that way. And even the last time that I bought, it was down here. My average was like a 96, so that was better. And now, if you're buying here and then you find Nvidia stock end of this month or next month down here, guess what? You'll be like, oh, I spent all the money and now I can buy this at 68 bucks, and I bought it, 116, 118, 109, 107. So that is why I never chase anything. And guess what? Now Nvidia, I don't have any confirmation, but the way it's looking, guys, it can definitely come back. If this is a massive weekly lower high, we might see lower highs and lower lows. That means taking out this low. So technicals are also saying that we might see a lower low. But with that being said, you know how Nvidia always have some sort of a catalyst, something. And if there is none coming, next few days, next few weeks, and especially this month, how the market usually goes down in the next month. If that happens before Christmas, we might see Nvidia down here at 68, because you can see that after this earnings, we got a massive bearish engulfing candle. And let me just put it this way. What happened after this bearish engulfing candle? What happened after this one? What happened after this one? Dump off. So let's say we got this one, and even if Nvidia is dumping a little bit more, we would definitely come down and retest this low down here, which is near $90. So Nvidia, going into next few sessions, 107 we need to break, we need to hold. And now even if that happens and we just kind of go sideways, consolidate, it's going to turn into a bear flag right here. And I'm telling you guys ahead of the time that this can turn into a bear flag unless we go over 118. In that case, low, higher low, we take out this high, and it's all bull. That is what I see on Nvidia. So we need more confirmation. It needs to get over 107, and if you're bull on Nvidia, it needs to get over 117.85, and then you can talk about more upside. Under 107, definitely I don't see a lot more here on Nvidia to the upside. And if the market sells off, and if this stock is leading that sell off, you're going to see a lot more selling on Nvidia stock. So watch out. Under 107, well, this thing gonna come down to 98 bucks, and then from there, maybe even down here, which is gonna be around 96, and then at some point, this gap will come into play, guys. Right here, that's gonna be around $68. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. On Meta, it's up 0.19%. So you guys saw that fantastic play on Meta. Got in at 505 and sold just around 510. But this thing went above and beyond. Unfortunately, it was a day trade. And I'm still holding some long-term swing puts on Meta, and those are up even more. So, that is why I got out of this day trade, but there was money. These are weekly calls that I got in here at 505, 520 calls. And you can see it actually went near the money today. Massive, massive moves within minutes. And now trading at almost 513. So Meta, the trend is down. You can see it's got a rejection from this 5-day moving average. And that is why we need to get over right here 517 and then 520, and then you're going to see some more upside, maybe back up to 531. Until then, this is going to be your line in the sand, 505 50-day moving average. Under that, the next support 500 and then 490.